Welcome to the golf edition of Hooked on Sport. This is South Australia's summer golf wrap, where we uncover the stories, personalities and moments that define golf across South Australia and beyond. It's time to talk golf with sports commentator Ben Hook and state golf representative Sophie Hilditch.
It's Sophie here. We're ahead of the Women's Australian Open getting hosted at Kooyonga Golf Club, kicking off on Thursday. I was a lucky girl and I got to speak to 3 Australian superstars. I think you're going to enjoy this so much. First cab of the rank, Minjee Lee.
Open's been in Victoria for the past few years. How do you feel about it moving back to South Australia?
Yeah, I mean, I've had really great weeks in Adelaide, South Australia. Always love coming back here. I think it's just, we always get really great crowds anywhere in Australia, but I think especially in Adelaide, it's just a much more tight-knit community, and it reminds me a bit more of Perth, so I always like coming back, and the beach is right there, and I'm a beach girl, so.
And the event has also been with the men for the past few years. How do you feel about it coming back to only being women only competing on the one course?
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed playing with the men. Obviously, some people have divided opinions about that, but it was always nice to be able to see my brother and play together on the same courses and just see him during the week. But I definitely feel like we deserve our own Australian Open as well. So I'm sure everybody is loving that we have a Women's Australian Open just with the women.
Minjee Lee, what an intelligent woman. I loved the answers to her questions, particularly when she commented on the women having their own event and the importance of it being separate from the men. The only thing I found funny, I think she preferred competing against her brother than she did the other women. I thought that was hilarious. The next we spoke to was Grace Kim. I don't think she recognised me quite from my amateur days when she blitzed me at the 2021 Australian Amateur one at Kooyonga. But I love speaking to her. Here's Grace Kim.
We can all gather together and practice golf together and learn the sport, and then transition then into like your junior amateur tournaments, and seeing everyone from such a young age then to the pro ranks. I think that definitely helps, just to know one another and know that there's more like Aussies, like one more Aussie out there for you and you can be mates. So I think that definitely helps for sure.
I have to ask, have your champagne skills improved from last week?
No chance. I was looking at the videos and I'm just dumping it on Hannah. So I'm probably out of everyone here, Hannah's the best champagne showerer. We still suck.
Grace, you won the Australian Amateur in 2021 at Kooyonga Golf Club. Back then it was the Australian Amateurs played with men and women. How different do you think Kooyonga is going to play this week?
I mean, I think even if it was playing, say, easier as an amateur, it would definitely seem tougher this week just because it is our national open, and I've already played 9 holes and it's looking firm on the Monday, so that's obviously a good sign going into the 4 days. So, I mean, I think overall it should be tougher.
You won by 7 shots in 2021. I think you were the only female under par. So what do you think you can take from your win at the Australian Amateur to the Australian Open?
Yeah, I think knowing that I've gotten it done before definitely is a good confidence booster for this week. But at the same time, like all the other girls have said, it is our national open. We all want our names on that trophy. So without pressuring ourselves too much, we're all going to definitely try our best to play the best golf, and hopefully not too many bogeys.
Thanks so much, Grace.
Thank you.
It was clear from speaking to Grace that she just wants an Australian winner. I'm sure she would prefer if that Australian winner is her standing next to that trophy, but the Australian spirit was clear speaking to these 3 girls. The third and final person that I spoke to was Hannah Green.
Last few weeks you had your husband Jared Felton on the bag. How did he help you down that final stretch of holes last week?
Yeah, he helped a lot. I probably hadn't been that nervous on a golf course in a long time, and I felt like because it had been so long since I was in contention like that, and I also felt like it was a course where people could easily come from behind and make some birdies and you can easily slip up. So I just wanted to make as many pars as possible and make it very boring golf, hitting greens, and whether I make the putt or not, that didn't really matter. But it was amazing to have him. Obviously, he's a fellow golfer himself, so he felt like it was kind of easier on his side of the bag instead of being the actual person hitting the shot. But yeah, it will be special and something we'll remember for the rest of our lives.
Harry Webb was the last Australian winner of that cup over there. How did it feel to have your name etched next to hers?
Oh, I mean, all of us Australians I can see it here, would love to have our names on that trophy. I think it's probably the week that we put the most pressure on ourselves because it is something that we want so badly. And we're all obviously preparing to hopefully be able to lift that on Sunday. But yeah, I don't want to put too much pressure on ourselves, and I'm sure the other girls don't want to think about that too much. Hopefully we can put 4 really solid golf days together and see where we finish.
Thanks, Hannah.
These 3 women are major winners. Grace Kim won the Evian Championship this year with an incredible chip in and 2 eagles to finish her off. And of course, we've got to speak about Minjee Lee, 3-time major championship, also winning the Women's PGA in 2025. Hannah Green has only won just last week. You've got to come across to Kooyonga. These 3 women are incredible, but they're not the only incredible women in the field. There's so many Australians. There's so many international players. I cannot wait to go out and see it. All 3 women had incredible things to say about Kooyonga Golf Club. I know what Kooyonga can do. I reckon it's going to be some spicy greens. You're going to see some incredible short game. These girls can outdrive most men that I play with. I cannot wait to see them. You should all come out to Kooyonga Golf Club. If it's Thursday, Friday, or even over the weekend, I can't wait to see the crowds out there. It was great to hear from these girls, and we've got plenty more coming to you this week. We've got a preview on Wednesday, and then guess what? You're going to hear from us even more. We've got daily recaps Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday when we crown the champion. Let's hope it's an Australian on that trophy.
With the last putt sunk, that's a wrap on this golf edition of Hooked on Sport. Thanks for listening. Help us meet more golfers just like you by following us and leaving a review. We look forward to your company on the next golf edition of Hooked on Sport.